It's like, oh, okay, cool. And then she just kind of walks away. And I'm thinking to myself, did that just happen? If she got any closer, she'd be inside of my jacket. That's how close she was. What's up, everybody? It's Mojo Libido, MGTOW extraordinaire, the unchained man, the girls in my phone, the friend zone Houdini, all my little brands and such. I'm coming at you with another one today. Now, before I really get into what I want to talk about, my actual discussion, I kind of want to go ahead and talk about something else I've been going through. I'm almost broken and gone back to the blue pill way in me, you know? Like that right there, it was happening. Brothers, it was happening. And you might be like, well, what the hell are you talking about? Well, in one of my previous videos, you heard me talking about the fact that I work with a lot of females, okay? A lot of gorgeous girls, okay? Doesn't matter if they're white, black, whatever, they're all gorgeous girls, okay? I work with a bunch of gorgeous females, and one of them, the team leader, has been kind of throwing me vibes that she's into me. You know, with women, they don't just come, a lot of them don't just come right out and fucking say it. You know, they want you to chase them. Some of them want you to chase them, and some of them want to chase you. There's really only two types of women that you can associate when it comes to that. Women that will chase you and women that you chase. But this is a girl who wants to be chased. Maybe not to the degree of she would be playing hard to get, but she basically will say, yeah, I'm the type of girl that would let you in if you pursued me and you showed real genuine interest, okay? Like, I'll even let you smash, you know, if you do it right. But she's the type of girl, if she doesn't know that you are that you're into her, she will, find ways to bait that out of you. And that's what she's been doing. And at first I didn't think too much of it, and then there were things that happened like from the very first day that I worked with her, which makes me think that she's been into me since I had my interview. The very first day that I worked with her, it was just things like the way she looked at me, She grabbed me. I asked her, I had a wardrobe malfunction. When I first started, I didn't have the proper uniform. I had the proper uniform, but it wasn't the proper style of uniform. But they let me use it until I got the proper style of uniform, so I was good. But the first uniform, the first jacket and coat that I had, because we wear tux, the damn thing, the button popped. And I'm like, shit, what the fuck do I do? So the team leader, she's walking by, and I'm like, hey, such and such. I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm like, hey, such and such, listen. And then she stops and she turns around with this bountiful turn that's like her hair swings and she's got this smile, and this girl just like looks deeply in my eyes and walks up to me. And I'm like, and I'm holding my jacket and I'm like looking down trying to break eye contact with her, but it's really freaking hard because she's got beautiful fucking eyes. So I'm sitting here like, she walks up on me and she's like, what? She grabs my jacket, like both the flaps of my jackets, and pulls herself closer to me. Like I could literally feel her pulling herself closer to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I just looked at her and said, my button on my jacket is broken. What do I do? And then she's like, oh, well, we'll see if we can help you find something for that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then she just kind of walks away. And I'm thinking to myself, did that just happen? Did that just happen? Like literally, I swear, like if she got any closer, she'd be inside of my jacket. That's how close she was. And she was just staring me deep in my eyes. Like the point is, I got a boner from the shit. So it was like, I had to turn around and be like, down boy, what the fuck are you doing? We're at work. Yeah, so she induced the boner and I wasn't even trying to think about that shit. But then, so I'm thinking like that was it, but no. Even after that, she would do things like press her body up against me in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like I was sitting down at a table looking at the diagram on the wall. She comes right up on me and she just basically presses her body right up against me. Like, you know, she didn't have to, but she did. It was very deliberate. Her tits and all were like right there on my shoulder. And I'm sitting here like mind you, you know, you know, because of MGTOW, you know I'm going through this stuff, and I'm sitting here thinking like, wait a minute, is she really doing this right now? Do I need to pull myself away? Because that's what I started to do. I started pulling myself away like, whoa, girl, your tits and your whole body is right up on me. I'm not trying to get reported to like HR or nothing like that, you dig? So so that was another incident, and then it was just time and time after that. I don't know. All I know is I started catching the vibes. Then one day she gave me a ride to the bus stop, and we're sitting there in the car talking. Mind you, we're just talking. You know, I didn't even tell her what time the bus was coming. You know, we wasn't even at the bus stop. We was at a store next to the bus stop. We're just sitting there talking. We must have talked for like 45 minutes, and this girl was like, her eyes were dead locked on me, and I'm kind of like, this is the turning point of where I started to feel myself slip back. And this is the point at which, after that night, I kind of started wondering if she's really like into me, to let her just come right out and say it. That may not happen, for the simple fact is of the type of girl she is. You know, she's a modern woman, you know, in the Pandora's box terms, that she's an NJR. So she likes the idea of being chased. She likes the idea of men being, you know, a little more aggressive towards her, chasing her. Now, if she drank, if I'm around her drunk, she might not even be like that, but it's not like she'll deny me or whatever. It's just that she would rather me just pursue than to not pursue. You know what I mean? And she'll give me all kinds of clues and hints to show that she wants me to pursue. It leaves me completely open to be like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, or no, I'm not going to do that. The signs are already there. I already know how to profile this girl, you know, based off of that system. I already know how to profile her. I've already profiled her. I profiled like half the girls working there. The other half I really didn't care for. I really found myself digging this girl. But my mindset's like, I just started this job. I don't need to put myself in that position right now. You know, like I need to be in there working, doing my job, paying attention, and staying focused. And here I am thinking about this girl. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Like, you know, I'm even telling them, like, I don't date. Like, the girls are always in there talking about dating and boyfriends and stuff. So I'm like, well, you know, I don't date. I don't date. I'm not in relationships and nothing like that. So, you know, I've been single since God knows how long, and it's probably going to stay that way for a while. Sex, you know, I don't have a problem with that. But if it's not sexual with this girl, then what am I supposed to do? And then at that, I have a one smash rule. Like, after I fuck you once, I don't need to keep fucking you, because I don't want you catching feelings. Like, yeah, you know, this type of girl is not going to equate sex to love, but it's going to enhance it, and she's going to start catching feelings, because I'm not going to hold back fucking her. Like, I'm going to pipe the shit out of her like it's nobody's business. Fuck, I'm not getting sex on a regular basis, so might as well, right? But she has a man. Albeit, she's telling me that her and her boyfriend's relationship isn't going that well. After all of that said and done, after all the signs she's been throwing at me over the past couple of months, after all of the things that, you know, I've noticed about her, and the fact that, you know, she doesn't have a lot of guy friends, she's not always on her phone, she's very focused on her work, which that, you know, because of her profile, that's basically exactly what she's going to do. She's not the type of girl that'll probably cheat when she has a boyfriend. She won't cheat until she knows that, you know, your relationship ain't shit. Y'all ain't gonna be doing anything. So that's when she'll cheat. So when I find myself praying to God to find out if she really likes me, like, she just drummed up those blue pill ways that need for validation. And I'm like fighting with myself. The red pill in me and the MGTOW philosophy in me is fighting with myself. I'm fighting with myself like, yo, why am I sitting here thinking about this? I need to stop thinking about this girl. I need to stop worrying about and focusing on this girl. And even now, one could say, hey, you know, you making this audio about her, you know, you doing this podcast about her, then you probably still thinking about it. But yeah, but here's the epiphany that I had. It wasn't until I started listening to this podcast that I've been editing about communicating with girls when you're MGTOW that I really had to listen and swallow that pill again and take my own advice. That because I'm MGTOW, I don't need to know if she's into me. What happened was, what I started realizing was, I started speaking with more intent towards her. And maybe the intentions was to get her to tell me if she liked me, or maybe the intentions was to get her to see that, you know, I would fuck her brains out or something. I don't know. I've always spoke with this girl with intent ever since that first day. And she grabbed my coat, pulled herself closer to me, and I got that boner, that's when my dick started saying, he started thinking more for me, and then she started just doing things that kind of tapped right into the motherfucking, pulled the heartstrings, and I'm like, no. After I listened to this podcast I was editing, I said to myself, I was like, you know what? You're right. I can't do it. I need to just fall the fuck back. Like, I need to get back into the way, you know, my mindset is. Like, because I got to get back to work. It's been crunch time for me for the longest time. Now that I have a really good job, now I'm feeling like I need to add more money to that. So I need to start working more. I need to start doing some more work some way, somehow. I can't do that if I'm focused on someone else. So I started thinking, like, you know what? When I get back into the job, I'm just going to let the red pill stay within me. I'm going to let my MGTOW philosophy stay within me. And I'm basically just going to say to myself, like, yo, you know, I'm not going to talk with intent towards her. It's going to be a, hey, what's up? How you doing? Or can you help me with this, that, and the other? And there's going to be no emotion behind it. And I'm going to talk about this more. When you speak with intent, it leaves you open and allows the woman to gauge your intent and to adjust accordingly. In order for me to adjust accordingly to the situation, I just can't speak with any intent. I can't have any feelings around her. I can't be thinking about it like that. I need to stay focused. If I don't stay focused, if I don't stay on point, then what's going to happen is I'm going to end up getting back on the plantation. You never know how the relationship might end up. She could be telling me anything when it comes to what's going on with her boyfriend, just like she probably be thinking I could have been telling her anything when it comes to my ex. You know, like those kind of conversations, that kind of stuff, it's like framing. I don't need to get into that anymore. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm just going to leave it be. I'm just going to leave her be. I'm not going to get involved with her. I'm not going to talk to her. I have to talk to her because she's the team leader. So, but I'm not going to talk to her with intent. If she comes out of her face and actually says that, you know, she's into me somehow or shows me another sign, I'm going to have to call her out on it. I'm like, look, I don't know what's going on. But quite honestly, I don't think it's a good idea that I even go down this route. Like, it's not a good idea for me to go down this route. We work together. I want to. I'm tempted. But if I don't stay focused and I don't stay straight and get my life back together, I'm going to lose it because I'll lose focus being with a girl. I have nothing to gain there at this point. I have nothing to gain, you know, and you never know. I may decide to come out of my MGTOW mindset and things like that, but right now I need to stay the course. You know, I got to stay the course. But anyway, this is Mojo Libido. I was going to talk about something else, but I spent a little bit of time on this, just letting you guys know that, man, sometimes sometimes they find ways, man. They find ways. It could just be a look, could be a touch, it could be anything. They find ways. If you don't let that red pill stay with you, if you don't let that MGTOW mindset stay with you, you're gonna fall back. You know, if you're smart enough, you could probably do it to where you could come out and still be red pill and still be in a relationship. You just have to be very crafty at getting, you know, these females to be devoted to you, you know, because they're not gonna completely love you. So, you know, and they could fuck anybody they want to if they want to. So, you know. What can you might as well be going for total fucking devotion. You know what I mean? Like, that has to be it, because love fleets, but devotion is something that stays around. Anyway, this is your man Mojo Libido. Hope that you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble on about this. I am not leaving this mindset anytime soon. If you like this video, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video. That would really be great. That would really help me out. Tell all your friends, all your family, whatever. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.